Alright guys, alright, so we're here with a deck guide. I'm actually doing a deck guide for once. And today we're doing historic gates. Now, this is Maze's End is pretty much what we're built around. And I'm probably directly over top of it. Yes, good. So, Maze's End, if you don't know, is a land, non-legendary, very important. It comes into play tapped, and for 3 colorless, we can tap it, return it to our hand, search through our library, look for any kind of gate, throw it onto the battlefield tapped. And there you go. And if we have 10 gates of different names, win the game. So I recently went through on stream and I played this, and surprisingly, we went about 5-0. So I thought, why not put a deck guide together? Throw it together with the stream footage, edit it down a little bit so it wasn't so bulky. But so how do we get there? How are we going to get there? Because obviously we have a lot of gates. We have 28 lands in this deck. Partly because we just need a lot of gates. And to do that, partly the way we're going to do it is we're going to do it with doubles of mostly everything. Because our deck is going to be largely in blue and green. We have 4 Simic Guild gates. We have 3 Maze's Ends and 3 Plaza of Harmonies. Plaza of Harmony is it's not really a color fixer in like per se, but it can be. If we have a Simic Guild gate down and we need to cast a Growth Spiral, then we can use the gate itself for the green and then the Plaza for the blue. But if we don't have a certain color on the table, excuse me, we can't use this to generate that. We have to generate it based on the colors of mana that our gates can produce. So we know how we're going to win, sort of. I mean, one of the big ways is going to be, we've got Circuitous Route, classic, and the sort of gates archetype from what was like a mid-range deck back in like Ravnica Allegiance. Uro, because he's somehow still not banned. And that Growth Spiral on a stick, man. Growth Spiral is a very powerful card in this deck, and any kind of rampy sort of decks to begin with. And then Uro itself, again, this is going to keep us alive versus many aggro matchups. It's going to draw us cards, potentially draw us like throw out more lands for us. And in the eventuality that we are not closing out with our gates, it could even be a finisher in and of itself. So very, very good in the deck. Pretty much after that, we're looking at like how do we stay alive? And basically the answer to this is we have a million board wipes. So Gates Ablaze is great. It scales up with our gates. It could eventually take out some of the biggest things in the game as we close in on our victory condition. We have 4 copies of Wrath of God. Just because sometimes damage in and of itself isn't enough to do it. We have to actually get the Destroy word on there. So we have 4 copies of Wrath of God. And I pretty much just wanted to play this. So 2 copies of Ruinous Ultimatum. You'll see in the videos here that Ruinous Ultimatum actually came in pretty huge. It actually did a lot of work. You could probably, in its place, play like a Planar Cleansing or something like that. It would be a little bit less mana. You would lose your Guild Summits. And if you had an Uro that escaped, then you would lose that. But largely, a Planar Cleansing would probably be a better card than Ruinous Ultimatum. But dang it, it's just so good. It's just so good. So much fun. So we left it in there as 2 of. Sideboard's pretty simple. 3 copies of a Soul Guide Lantern for graveyards. And then a whole bunch of counter spells. 2 Disdainful Strokes, 2 Essence Scatters, 2 Negates. We have 2 copies of Wilt, just because I noticed there's still quite a lot of like artifacts and enchantments that are like in the format that are pretty powerful that could certainly end the game before we get to our 10 gate count. So we've got that in there for those. And then in case our opponents are packing any land destruction or mill, we have Ramunap Excavator. Now, this is here mainly out of budget concerns. I would actually probably recommend Crucible of Worlds over Ramunap Excavator. Basically because I believe they're the same converted mana cost. But Ramunap Excavator is a creature, so it's much more easily removed. If we stick it early or whatever, we need to get our lands back later. Crucible is a little bit stickier. It just kind of stays on the board a little bit longer. But anyway, thanks. That's going to be it for me here. We're going to jump into the games now, and I hope you enjoy. I mean, Collected Company is already just very good, and then when you throw that into the mix, it's going to be really great. So basically no lands. We go ahead and throw that one back. No green, no blue, no keep. Okay. Yeah. Happy with that one. So we'll throw back a Guild Summit and a Golgari Guildgate. So this should be okay. Obviously, we would prefer to have like anything to kind of defend ourselves, but if our opponent is playing a slow deck as well, which I do believe still exists to some degree, we should be okay. We do get a little bit of defense in Banishing Light. Looks like our first map out of the day, or first match out of the gates here is going to be against Teamer Energy. So we're probably going to lose. It's like right off the bat, we're like, oh, it's just going to be Marvel. We're going to get Ulamoged on turn 4 and die. Alright. Well, third gate. What do you think of that, opponent? Yeah, this is not a matchup we really have much chance of winning. We may need some more. Yeah, this is. I don't think Wilt is going to be quite enough. Although we could actually Banishing Light it. Is this actually the... No, that's just the Puzzle Knot. So that doesn't even necessarily help us. So, alright. Well, we just Uro and hope they just don't draw into the Marvel. Alright, well, we don't get a land, so no actual ramping going on. We don't find our fourth yet. So far, the Maze's End plan not looking particularly good. We have a good Gates Ablaze next turn, though. Like, we could at least catch 2 of them. Although, our life total is still really high. Can this, like, kill us? You know what? Well, actually, wait, no. So Gates Ablaze can't even kill that. Alright, we'll just pass. So Gates Ablaze can't kill that. We could, actually, no, I just immediately assumed it was Marvel? It might not be. Like, they could put, like, 7 1/1 counters on that. Which doesn't kill us? Yeah, I don't think they kill us here. Even if they dump everything into that on 1/1 counters. Like, it just becomes an 11-10. Alright, go for it, opponent. Alright, they're not spending it yet. They're probably gonna wait for it to actually be, like, lethal. You know, they're building up a lethal amount of energy for sure. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to take care of it soon, but... Oh! Okay, well, at least we get a finally a 4th land here. Alright, well... Take out the thing that's gonna kill us. Unfortunately, that's still 20 energy, so... Like, it just goes into a different threat. Okay, it's hexproof. Oh, we're dead. We're just dead anyway, then. Yeah, we actually can't win to that. So... Which, we didn't have... Yeah, we didn't have 4 mana, so I might have technically... Yeah, it doesn't get indestructible, right. So the Wrath would work, but because we were so late to the 4th land and didn't have a second white, unfortunately, that just wasn't to be. So, I don't even know what we do against this, really. So, we just run it back? Ablaze kills it? It would, but the problem is he had 20 energy, so he could have, like, pumped it above Ablaze to kill it. So that's the problem. Huh. We'll bring in 2 essence scatters. Let's go. Actually, let's go down all the banishing lights, and we'll just go up counter spells. Try like that. I don't know. Yeah, this deck doesn't seem to be Marvel. It seems to just be Simic Energy, kind of in general. This is a lot of land, but I kind of feel like I can't pass that up. It might be 5 gates, but like, I feel like it would be rude to say no. This deck runs 28 lands. But our lands draw us cards, they win us the game. Like, there's a lot of reason to want to have that high amount. Not to mention, we do run a full complement of growth spirals and Uros. So we want a high... oh, I was very unlucky last game. Yeah, we were well above 50% to draw lands, and we just didn't. The game was just like, nope, you don't get lands. So... we had every right to believe we would have drawn into them, especially with, like, the extra draws we got off of, like, what, an Uro and a growth spiral, but then, like, we just never... or did we Uro or did we not Uro? We growth spiral at least once, maybe twice. I don't know. Something like that. But yes, we did get very unlucky. Probably go Azorius next, just because I think I like the second blue mana available sooner. And getting some white mana out would be good. So our 4th land probably going to be Azorius Guildgate, so that we can untap on 5 with potentially a Wrath of God. Obviously, we don't have one in hand, but the ability to cast it is good enough to a degree. Okay, Conduit. That is a Gates Ablaze. Play the Azorius Guildgate. So, we've got Essence Scatter available, so if they try to play a nice big threat, we can just counter it. They might just puzzle not, though. Who knows? I certainly don't know this deck very well. I don't know a lot of Kaladesh in general. So a lot of today is going to be me playing really bad decks, and then not knowing what my opponents are doing. So I'll be playing them poorly. I mean, we could counter that, but that seems like a waste. Like, I'd rather counter it on the way out of the graveyard than counter it then. So we have Wrath of God in hand now. And we have the lands to cast it, so we'll just pass. Certain of the Conduit I'm not too worried about. It's just a mana dark. Like, yeah, it's a 2/2, but so what? Root is unfortunately a sorcery. So we'd have to tap out to cast it, but it's probably worth it. They're nowhere near escaping Uro. So all we would be doing is letting out one of their other threats. It's tempting to, like, keep up a count. But again, because their Uro isn't going to be coming out, I don't feel as threatened. So I feel like I'm okay to tap out now. We have Azorius, we have that. We want Rakdos and Dimir. So now we're up to 7 gates. So Gates Ablaze can kill Uro. Always a good place to be. We unfortunately only have 6 guilds on the table, though, because we hit 2 Gruels. Thankfully, all the life they're gaining off these Uros, like, basically don't matter in this matchup. Like, all I'm trying to do here is just put lands on the table and then just win automatically. I don't care what their life total is. Well... yeah, I think we play Guild Summit. We tap... why can't I zoom in? Yo, Wally, what's up? Tap that. And we want to keep the green open as well, so we'll tap the Azorius Guildgate. Play and draw. And pass. So we have a growth spiral up. My zoom function's for some reason broken. I don't know what's going on, man. uh... Well, no, we have a wrath for that. Nah, no, we'll counter it. You guys are lucky I didn't set Nightbot to like punish people for all caps, by the way. I just set up Nightbot like last night before I went to bed. And I was like, I saw all the features and I was like, I will murder Nightbot. We have yet to find a Maze's End, but we should be able to get into it relatively easily because we're going to be drawing a couple of cards. Alright, play the Orzhov Gate. We get that. We're going to be going down... I could, like, guarantee myself a land play here. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I just realized I did... Okay. My colors are off now. That's fine. Slight punt, but not too bad, I don't think. So the question is, like, what do we drop? We'll drop the counterspell, I think. I kind of feel like we have this one in hand at this point. Like, we have tons of Wraths in hand. Literally 5 Wraths in hand. We can draw a ton of cards. We get an extra land drop. All we have to do is get Maze's End on the table, and then untap with it. Alright, they swing, take us to 12. Well, that's an Uro. But an Uro isn't necessarily what we need. Autopay. I wish I could zoom in. My phone has been going off like crazy today. Alright, so we want to keep open blue and green. So we'll draw off of... Actually, can we keep out another one open? So that's blue and... No, wait, blue and green. No. Green and blue. There we go. The ones that are untapped. And then colorless, green, blue. Alright, submit, draw cards. Growth Spiral. Put that into play. Draw cards. Alright, there's Maze's End. Uro. Draw cards. Okay, now we need to discard. So we'll discard the root. Actually, no, we might need the root. We'll discard Wrath of God. Oh, I clicked too many cards. There we go. Alright. So, we're tapped out. Opponent has to deal 15 damage to us, or we basically win the game. I don't know why this isn't working. Does this work? That works. Why is my macro not working for zooming in, zooming out? That literally does nothing. Which is amazing to be able to say. I'm literally sitting here going like, Ugin? Who cares? I'm just gonna win the game. How many guilds do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Selesnya is the missing one. Just to make sure. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Boom! We get the win. Alternate win conditions for the win. Well, opponent is running Uros. We have tons of ways to get rid of them. I don't think our opponent is going to have anything they can sideboard in to make us lose lands. Like, it would be really weird to me if they, like, suddenly did that. But I don't want to get, like, just, like, suddenly surprised. So we're going to go down one Ruinous Ultimatum. And we're going to throw in a single Ramen Up Excavator. Just in case. Well, opponent goes first. We are rather slow, but we have good colors and good color fixing along with card draw. And we can play this on turn 3, which is actually really, really, really good. Blue and green, we have white. We have decent amount of red to run our board wipe. So we're actually pretty good. Like, opponent, though, running literally the best turn 1 play they can as far as, like, an energy start is concerned. Alright. Play out some green. We got a lot of red mana for some reason. We drew all the red guilds. Well, everything except Boros. No, we had Boros. Everything except... Wait. Rakdos? Oh, no, there's all the red guilds. Just play the best... That is true. Very true, Zwack. We also played the best possible turn 1. So, really, if you think about it, we're dead even. So, there's literally nothing we could play better on turn 1 than just a single guild gate. If only we had Once Upon a Time. Then we could have turn 0 plays. Actually, is Once Upon a Time still in this format? I'm pretty sure they banned it from here, too. It is kind of crazy. Although Attune with Ether is like... Isn't Attune with Ether banned in Pioneer, but like not in Historic for some reason? That is like super weird. And when they end up banning it, it's suspended? Well, I mean, they just played it in Historic. Or do you mean in Pioneer, you think Attune with Ether is suspended? Although they don't technically have suspensions in Pioneer, they just have bans. Oh, what is this? Rogue Refiner. Okay. Oh, Once Upon a Time. Yeah, okay. Alright, we play that, gain some life, throw down the Guild Summit. So now every time we play a gate, we get to draw a card. We get our 3rd gate down next turn as well. Okay, well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to do something to get our gate count up because otherwise, if we can't like go crazy with it, then our Gates Ablaze are it's just not gonna get there. We'd have to get. So we'll go Boros Guild Gate here, and hope to draw into a Wrath of God. Because we need something that's a little bit more concrete. I mean, we could just make him spend the energy, but I don't know exactly like if that does much. And we could always potentially just like race out a bunch of lands, although he's just gonna get a bunch of energy realistically. We do have a 3rd white. So the question is, can we get enough black to cast? Because there's also enough red. So we would need like another black source outside of the lands we already have in hand. That's Simic, that's not going to help us out too much. Root and Ablaze should be enough. I mean, for now, but the problem is he can already pump it by 5. He can already pump the thing by 5, so like... I mean, if we throw down it... I mean, we're going to have to just... Well, no, can he kill us this turn? So that becomes a 9. That's 9 power, 11 power. Yeah, we die. So, it cost... Does it cost 3 energy? Or... Oh, it costs 3 energy. Okay. So we don't we don't die this turn, so we do have like the potential to live, which I'm with, you know, potential to live is kind of like what we're. Oh, there's the Wrath. Oh, right on time. Oh, yes. Okay. Something about Magic being easy. Yep. Just draw what you want. Oh my goodness. Heart of the cards indeed. And this is fine. Like this is totally fine. Like we can deal with this. Let's draw some cards. We have 5 mana available. So I mean, Uro's probably our best bet at the moment. It gains us a little bit of life to keep us back in the game, and allows us to play another gate. So we can play the Rakdos Gate. It's either that or we play Maze's End and just keep ticking with Maze's End, but I think... Actually, maybe we do want Maze's End first. Yeah, we'll play the Maze's End. So that we, like, any time now from next turn on, if we manage to get it, we can instantly win with 3 mana anyway. Well, effectively 4 because we have to tap the card itself, so... Which means we won't be able to... Yeah, we're going to counter that. So we Disdainful Stroke the Cavalier of Thorns, which stops him ramping, it stops him being able to get things back. Alright, we're down to 11, but that's fine. So... We do need Rakdos Guildgate. So we'll play that. Draw a card. One, two, three, four. We only have 5 guilds right now. So Root gives us 2 more. We have Simic in hand, so we don't need to play Simic. Okay, but we don't need the Izzet anyway. Oh, it tapped the... Whatever. Okay, we need Azorius. We need Dimir. Brr, okay, well, we'll drop... Oh, we can cast this. Okay. So we could play the Simic Guildgate with this activation. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guilds. We can play Selesnya next. Okay, so we just win next turn. It is, yeah, it's such a good card. It's such a good, like, if it wasn't for Guild Summit, literally this deck isn't possible. Like, I don't think it's possible at all. Like, I don't know how, like, Maze's End decks worked back when, like, you know, Return to Ravnica was, like, new. Like, how it would work in a standard format back then. But, like, for now, like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine running this deck without that card draw engine. So, just to make sure, we don't have... It is Selesnya is one of the ones we don't have. Okay, play it, draw a card. Maze's End... Okay, now I know for a fact Simic is out. It's Golgari that we're missing. Boom! Ha ha ha! Taking down Simic energy. Wait, I thought we were trying to get to bronze. Well, that's double Maze's End, which is not great. We do have a root. This hand is really slow. I think we could afford a mulligan. Yeah, I like this better. We'll put back 1 roots. I mean, obviously, we need another green or blue source soon, but, well, that's an opt. So opt is good. Opt is good. So we can fix ourselves here. Very likely. Blue-white control, likely. Alright, put that to the bottom. Okay, that's a blue source. Gate, go. Oh, it's spirits. Okay. Kind of a slow start for spirits, but I guess it is just a turn 2 play. It's just it was at the end of my turn rather than immediately. So, well, we can draw a card. Yeah, let's get Guild Summit rolling. Hopefully no counterspell. Would be unfortunate if this got countered. We are running in a with the potential to have like a flash archetype sort of build going on. All right, opponent is playing pretty aggressive. No green from our opponent, so it does look like we're not going to be running into like Collected Company. So it shouldn't be as explosive as some builds. Do we need Uro yet? Like that will like get us. I think we might just want to like circuitous route actually. Like I don't think we die this turn. I mean Rally of Wings exists, but I don't think we die this turn. So let's see, Orzhov Guildgate and Boros Guildgate. Draw 2. Alright, there's a Wrath of God. Azorius Guildgate, draw a card. Another Phantom. So the question here again is, are they running counter spells? Because if they're running any kind of hard counter, then like Wrath of God is just not gonna stick. We don't actually need Simic Guildgate to like win the game, so I'm gonna put down Plaza of Harmony. Gives me some more immediate mana. Does this keep us safe from Lofty? Yes, it does. So we're solid versus Lofty. We're solid versus Quench. Okay. So it's two. They spend 2 Lofties to keep that in the game. That's fine. It's gonna happen. They happen to have the double. Oh, and then there's random. Okay. Well, and it's 2 Lords. Okay. All right, opponent. All right. So what's going to be good here is probably going to be negates. Disdainful's probably not good. I don't think they run anything with 4 CMC like at all. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be good. I think Banishing Light is like less good in this matchup. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go to all the Banishing Lights and we'll go in 2 Essence Scatters. It's going to be difficult to use these counters well, because obviously we're a deck that wants to tap out. So we'll just... Well, that's a 7-lander. And as much as we want lands, that's not really what we want. So this is a bit better. It's not great, but it's okay. So we'll go down Ruinous Ultimatum because, yeah, we're just forever away from casting it. Alright, go blue land first. Alright, there's an Uro. We don't have any green mana, though, so... Oof. Alright, there's a counter... Okay, so we have Essence Scatter. We have it open, so we can nuke something. We'll see. Alright, they don't give us anything to hit. That's fine. Shoot. We do just really need to draw cards, though. Alright, blue, colorless, white. See if we can resolve a guild summit. We get it. We draw a card. Hey, we get another gate. Okay, so we can keep rolling. We do have the Gates Ablaze. coming online. So far, there hasn't really been much to counter in the first place. So we have green mana available. As much as it seems like we don't, we actually do have it. I could play Uro. I could play Guild Summit. However, that would keep us away from our counters, so let's just pass. Like, next turn we untap, we have 5 mana, so we can easily just play Uro and still have a counter available. I mean... yeah, we'll counter it. We also, if they try to collect the company, we have coverage for that as well. So that's good. Okay. So they don't Coco. Let's see. We have plenty of red. We do need more black, probably. Don't know if it quite matters, actually. And I'm kind of favoring just kind of doing some more ramping, so. Selesnya sounds good. Draw a card. Okay, there's a Wrath. So, we've got pretty good coverage as far as Wraths are concerned. They also might not realize that we still have, like, Negate up. Or probably they're more thinking about, like, Essence Scatter, since they have seen that out of us. I mean, we still have a... yeah, I think we do this. We have a negate if they try to counter. Which is pretty huge. Counter the counter. See what happens. Alright. They negate. Alright, so they spend 2 counters to get our... yeah, that's fine. Like, we have 25 life. They have to kill us eventually, and like we're gonna have board wipes for their creatures. So if they're spending double counters to get rid of a ramp spell at this point, like fine. I mean, I know that they know that we're on. Okay. Well, we want to leave definitely like 2 open. So we cast a second Guild Summit. Oh, that is not how I would have tapped that if I was... alright, well, I suppose it's okay. We'll tap those 2. Draw some cards. Azorius Guildgate. Draw 2 cards. Alright, we've got Negate up. We're gonna have to... we're gonna have to discard, but that's fine. I mean, I could counter that, but that would be a bit silly. Even though it does draw cards, it's still like, it just seems a bit silly to counter either of those, really. There's much better targets, so we'll go ahead and let that happen. I don't think we'd afford to drop any of those. I think we'll drop just the Ruinous Ultimatum. We have 3 other very economical board wipes that should be... they should be able to dodge the counter spells of the opponent pretty easily. So, let's do... actually, no, they... oh, we actually have, like... okay, Gruul Guildgates. Did we just win here? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we don't. Well, we might, actually. So, Circuitous Route. Does it resolve? It does. Orzhov Rakdos. Now we actually just need to not draw it. If we draw the wrong gate, then we're actually kind of screwed. Okay, we're fine. So we bounce Maze's End. And it's the Simic Gate that we're missing. Boom! Ha ha ha! Ugh, got him! Alright. Yeah, let's roll it again. You would think that something ghosts would be particularly good at is bypassing structures, but no. Gates, man. There's spiritual significance to a gate. This seems really bad. This seems better. Let's see. So we could put back the root. Like, we have a turn 3 Uro, and we could do it into another Uro. So I think I like that better than the gate. Ghost shall not pass. Alright, so Simic Guild Gate, pass. I guess we'll have that up available before we have anything else up. Opponent is getting lazy. They're... Actually, I could have played that first, gone in for that, but then I'd still be thrown off anyway. So... So this time, opponent is just playing mostly main phase. They don't seem to be too bothered about... Alright, gonna gain some life. Gonna gain some more life. Mystical Dispute here would be hilarious, but... Looks like no, opponent doesn't have it for once. Not that this opponent has shown Mystical Dispute, but still. Alright, cool, we find a gate. Put it on the table. Take our bonks. Now, problem here. If they have a counter, this doesn't work. Alright. I'm not going to Wrath just yet. We're at 17 life. We could just play Uro. We're back up to 20. We don't find a land, but that's okay. Would have liked to have found one, but... Actually, wait. Are we still allowed to play an extra land? Let's find out. Alright, negate to the bottom. We don't find a land anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So opponent has a lot of ghosties. But that's fine. Unfortunately, we don't have... Yeah, we really needed to hit that 6th land. Oh, they tap out. Oh, you're gonna regret that, buddy. Alright, well. The wrath of God. Alright, so now... Yeah, we'll play Guild Summit. No, why'd you... No, I didn't look. Actually, wait. Decline. So we actually won't do that. So instead, we'll just play this, draw a card. We'll leave 2 mana open. We have counters up now. And if they don't play anything worth countering, they played something worth countering. But if they didn't, we'd have Growth Spiral available. So... This might be a match where we just kind of, like, slam Uro. Honestly. Like... We're kind of getting there. Go back up to 10. It's almost like there was a reason this card's been banned in, like, a lot of other places. Alright. Again, we're going to keep open the Essence Scatter. And then we're going to negate the Collected Company. Alright, so this unfortunately is a lot of Simic Guild Gates. Okay, so we could play that. Well, I think we just, like, escape Uro here. We have Essence Scatter available to us. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, we have to exile one of our Uros. But we have 2 more. This will draw us, like, another card as well, which is pretty sweet. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you gave me my ramp spell back. Okay. Yep, that's worth a counter, I think. Okay, that means we get a, you know, like an open wrath later on in the game, so I'm kind of okay with that. Play an Uro. Gain some life. Put a Rakdos Guildgate into play, draw a card. Oh, hey, it's a Gruul Guildgate. So, we'll play another Uro. Draw a card. A Gates of Blaze. We'll put that Gruul Guildgate into play. Draw. Okay. So, we'll pass. So, we're back up to 19. Opponent puts us to 17 on his attack. Growth Spiral. Go back up to 20. Opt. Hey, it's a Maze's End. Yeah, I'll take that. Well, it's not a gate, so that doesn't really matter. I think we just... Actually, I don't think we need it. I don't think we actually need it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Okay, so we're at 7 guilds, so we just need 3 more gates, and we win. Sure. 18. Whoops, forgot to Growth Spiral. Ooh, it's the best night ever. Wait, hang on. What? Okay. It tapped our Maze's End, so that sucks. Alright. Or did it tap it? Or can I just not see? I am like partial. Oh, nope, yep, it tapped it. Alrighty then. Well, I guess we'll just do another circuitous route. Put a Golgari and a Selesnya into play. I think I must have miscounted. Put another one of those down. Kill them both. Pass the turn. So this should be game. Opponent passes. Okay, they collected company in response. Alright, so there's one of everything, which means we do have every guild in play. There we go. It's not like people sideboard mill in case they can randomly get rid of your stuff, so... No, opposed really don't expect it at all. I mean, that is a Wrath. Do we have a way of casting it? We don't have double white. Yeah, no, I like this. This is actually better. I think we actually go down the Wrath. We have the Gates Ablaze in case it's an aggro matchup. And if it's not, then that's fine. Okay, we get it back up. Gruul Guildgate, pass. So we've opt now. Only going to have 2 mana available on our next turn, unless we draw into... Not that. We draw into a Plaza of Harmony, which we do not. So turn 5, we have Wrath mana. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Wow. Okay. So we have Growth Spiral available. Okay. Draw 2 cards. do they do here? Okay, internalize. Gotcha. Selesnya, Guild Gate, Uro. So we have 3 Gates Ablaze in hand. Okay, that's really good, really nice to get into. So we can draw some cards off that. We'll probably be, yeah, no, I'll just be tapping out for Guild Summon next turn. I'll just drop it, draw 2 cards, and then if we hit another gate in those 3 cards, then we'll just. Yeah, no, it's still worth it, I think, to just draw the cards as is. So we'll play Guild Summit. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. It does not. Draw 2 cards. Maze's End. Well, opponent should know what's up now, since our win condition is sitting on the board. Opponent looks to be in some sort of Dimir zombies, like Eternalize, like zombie token deals. Maybe. Alright, what are you? Oh, it's the Scarab God. Okay. Beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. Got it. So we want to keep him off zombies, which we have 5 gates. Bye-bye. I mean... Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay. It goes back to hand. That's fine, honestly. Look, if we can just keep making them replay it, it's fine. We'll just eventually get to our win condition. If we get a Banishing Light, that's perfect. But if we don't, we just keep doing this to them. So that they can't just, perfect. I mean, a different guild would have been nice, but I'll take it. I'm not super greedy. We get an Uro. So we'll Wrath him again. Play Uro. Gain some life, draw a card. Not a land, so can't play anything. Alright. Scarab God comes back. Will they spend their entire turn casting the Scarab God again? They will, but they have 2 mana open. So what else can they do? Nothing. Alright. That just draws a lot of cards. This is kind of funny, though. Alright, well, we'll see what we draw first. Then we'll worry about being funny. Alright, Azorius, Dimir. This draws us 2 cards. If we get a Banishing Light off this, it's perfect. If not, then we just burn him again. Gates Blaze! Oops. I could have played a land. Rakdos Guildgate. Okay. So we wouldn't have got into a Banishing Light there anyway, so it's okay. It's a decent use of mana. Alright. Well, he's cast him for the 5th turn in a row. We have a Wrath of God if we want to really be funny. So, Banishing Light comes out. This is going to exile the Scarab God. That's hilarious. Okay, he kills his own Scarab God so that he can cast it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, do we have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, why are you in different locations? That's so weird. Okay. But that is still lethal then, isn't it? We just Golgari and win, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Easy. Okay. So opponent is looking to drain life with zombies. I don't know how effective counter spells are going to be here. Soul Guide Lanterns could probably be pretty decent. So let's put in like, we'll put in 2 negates. We'll put in 2 Soul Guide Lanterns. He's got plenty of stuff. I don't know. We could probably go down the Ruinous Ultimatums. Like, our Wraths are fine. We don't need to go like super crazy on the Wraths. I mean, Uro gets to keep us in the game pretty well. Put on 1 Banishing Light, maybe. And then 1 Guild Summit. This is so fun. I don't think I've ever really gone absolute full on like against the odds in any time I've sat down to play. So this is super fun. We're doing at least 5 of these because we're on 3 and it looks like we might be 3-0 at the end of this, but we'll see. I think with the opts we can keep this hand. That's a Growth Spiral, so that's super nice. So we Simic, pass. We have a Golgari next. I'm just gonna opt now. That's a negate. We're looking for more lands, though. That's an Uro. It's not quite a land. Alright, so we find a land... We play it and pass. So opponent has to fear... Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess it's technically just like a removal spell, sort of. Because it doesn't fit the zombie theme at all. But, not like you have to be thematic when you play decks. Thoughtseize, huh? Alright, well, we'll Growth Spiral. Alright, well, we have 2 Gates of Blazes ready to go. Yeah, Thoughtseize is pretty good against us. Realistically. He could take Uro, which is probably his best bet here, because that's going to be our ramp. We're doubled up on the Gates of Blaze, so it's not like taking Gates of Blaze does anything to our hand. It just means we have 1 less thing. Uro, though, he knows we don't have a land. He knows we're looking for a land for turn 4, so Uro is our way to get... Okay. Really surprised. So we'll Uro. Go back up to 20. Alright, 5th land. We don't have a second... excuse me. We don't have a second white for Wrath of God yet, but it will be coming. Alright, that's Soul Guide Lantern. Not super useful just yet. Let's see. I think we draw now. No. We'll Circuitous Route. So, I don't know if he's running... So we'll go Orzhov and Azorius to make sure we have the white. We haven't played a land yet, so we'll main phase the opt. I wasn't sure if he was running, like, Juari's Disruption. I really would like to make the land drop this turn, so I don't think the Uro is necessary. Okay, that's good if he plays Scarab God, for sure. Yeah, if he put in, like, Juari's Disruption or something like that, or, like, Censure? Like, one of those, like, counter-target spell unless opponent pays 1. Like, if that was the case, then I wouldn't want to, you know, have anything like that. Okay, I mean, opponent knows he's playing into a Wrath effect here, so I assume they have a counterspell, but we're going to have to get it out of them anyway. Don't really have much choice. We do have red, yeah, we do have red mana. Okay. Yeah, we have enough. We have enough to cast 2 Wraths this turn if we need to. We don't need that land per se, although it is just mana. All right, we'll play it. Okay, opponent doesn't even have a Wrath, or a counterspell rather. Rakdos is it? All right, they eternalize out, make a 4/4. I might just escape Uro here. I do believe we have enough. Yeah, we have 8 cards in graveyard, so we can just... Ooh, that's super nice. Okay, so we'll play Maze's End. We'll escape Uro. Doesn't even really matter what we pick, because I have no graveyard recursion outside of Ramanam Excavator in the sideboard. So, that's only for lands. No extra. Alright, so we'll pop the Soul Guide, since we have an extra. We will snipe off one of the Eternalize. Actually, do we just... You know what? Let's hit the other one too. Let's make sure we prevent them from getting any zombie tokens out. We can always pop one to kill the graveyard and pop the other to draw a card. Opponent is counting our gates, seeing how close we are to winning. We're getting there, so... Understandable. I will absolutely block that. I don't know if they have like a death touch thing or something. Nope. Just, Ah, okay. Sure. Have a nice day. One? Wait, hang on. We have 2 Orzhovs, don't we? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have game. That's game. Good old Jaden Yuki. Boros Guildgate. Boom! Dang. Granted, we haven't hit anything that I would necessarily consider meta yet, but, like, at the same time, like, dude, we're winning with Gates. We're winning with Maze's End. Golgari Leprechaun, what a name. Oh, and of course, if there's any decks you guys would like to see me play, just feel free to pop links in chat, although I did restrict links. So if you're looking at deck list, it needs to be either from like Moxfield, MTG Goldfish, Aether Hub, or Architect. Any of those sites are fine. If you have something from a different source, then just let me know, and we can try to work that out. So we'll play Selesnya and pass. Now, unfortunately, our first turn is looking like a turn 4, but we did get to go second, so that's good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys, it's Sultai Mean Things. Our opponent is just playing Sultai Meanness. This is not going to be fun. Did we play more white? That plays towards Wrath of God, but we don't necessarily need to play toward Wrath of God at the moment. Like, we can play this next turn and still be fine. Oh. Well, that's a lot of Thoughtseize. We got a lot of Uro, but, alright, they grabbed the root, which is fair. I think that probably tells us that, they kind of understand the deck we're playing. Also, Narset prevents us from drawing, which is sad. So, we don't have very much for Planeswalkers. Not gonna lie. We have Banishing Light. And that's about it. They thought seize again. Which is fine, because honestly, like, them pitching stuff into our bin is getting us closer to our Uro. Which is hopefully how we're going to take out this Narset. Now, granted, it's... given the matchup, what we're probably looking at here is, yes, I know. What we're probably looking at here is, actually, you know what? Let's pass. So, we should be able to Growth Spiral on their turn. Because we can still draw cards on their turn. Or we could draw, sorry, we could draw a card on their turn. It wouldn't be a Luxury Yacht stream without Alex the Cat coming in. Yeah, so this is going to be one reason why we want to bring in Wilt. Okay, that'll deal with Narset, which will let us start to play the game again. So that's good. Problem is, they probably have a backup Narset. So we'll draw cards while the going is good. Come on. He does this all the time. He like puts his paws up on my leg as if he's gonna jump up, and then he just kind of gets back down because he just doesn't want to jump ever. He is a climber first and foremost, but he knows he can't climb me, so. Now he's just off. Oh, okay. Now he's coming over. He's also knocking over my commander decks. Alright, so it's just a 1-1 at the moment, so I'm not too worried about it. We can Growth Spiral. Man, opponents spent themselves down to 8 life. Like, I didn't touch this person, and he's already, like, that low. Well, Maze's End. Orzhov Guildgates. Replay the Maze's End. Down to 25. Let's see. So we want to keep we want to keep Maze's End untapped, and we want to be able to pay 3 mana. So we'll play the Maze's End. Sorry, we'll play the Guild Summit. Mystical Dispute. Okay. Now I can pay this, or I can just not pay it. Yeah, let's not pay it, actually. So we'll let it be countered. Maze's End returns. Golgari Guildgate. Replay Maze's End. Like, we could just slowly get there. Like, they don't have a way to really kill us. Like, these shark tokens are actually just too slow. Which I think is kind of hilarious. No, you got another counterspell? Alright, well, it doesn't seem like they do. Gruul. What else do I need? Simic. That looks like 10 to me. Please no punt. Yes! Yes! Okay, we bring in the negates, we bring in the wilts. Yeah. Do we bring in more counters? Yeah, we bring in the disdainful strokes as well. So we go down the ruinous well, we'll keep the ruinous ultimatums because that actually can help. We'll go down the Wrath of God. And like a guild summit or two. One guild summit, one gates ablaze. Like, Maze's End is actually just like a decent ramp spell, if you think about it. It's like, I mean, it's a very expensive rampant growth, but like it's still pretty decent. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we have the okay. Yeah, we have a Banishing Light as well in case they do Narset again. Alright, Azorius Guildgate, let's go. So we'll go Azorius Guildgate into Gruul Guildgate. This will give us an opt. I mean, I'll take the land. It's a different kind. It's a different land than we have, so I'm pretty happy with that. We could go for card draw. Yeah, we'll go for card draw. Alright, so we kind of take the turn off. But I think this puts us in a decent spot. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So they shut down our engine piece, but we were kind of expecting something along those lines. They take a negate. That's fine. We play a Banishing Light. We take that. Play the Maze's End. Opponent Growth Spirals. We will Orzhov Guildgate. Uro. Since that can't be negated. Simic Guildgate. Sure. Okay, so we're at 26. We got a huge amount of padding going on. We're ready for this. We can get there pretty easily. I can't believe I'm saying this. Like this deck shouldn't work. Like, but like our opponents really aren't doing too much to us anyway. So like we're kind of okay. Thoughtseize. Okay, well, they take the Growth Spiral. They know they need to negate. Probably should have just, ooh, it's a circuitous route. Alright, so they know about the Banishing Light, which means they know they can't just escape Uro into it. They need to have the negate available. Although we can just circuitous route and force them to use the negate. We have the mana to both do that and... Ooh, that's kind of fun. Alright, well the problem is now it's trying to make us use... Yeah, we have enough to do this. I don't know why it wants me to... Green, blue, black, black. Force the negate out. Yup. Dimir. Replay the gate. Or not. Maze's End. I keep calling it a gate. It's not a gate. It is the gate win condition, but it is not a gate itself. Oh, and then we find the Azorius. Although, wait. Yeah, we want to... Alright, Maze's End. Rakdos. Replay Maze's End. Replay Uro. Or escape Uro, I should say. Decline. We'll put the Uro on the bottom of our library. Alright, Scarab God. Doing Scarab God things now. Down to 24. They are going to escape Uro. So, I assume they have a counterspell? So the question is, like, like, that prevents me from using... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't take that many beats. Ruinous Ultimatum. Blow up all of our opponent's stuff. It works. I'm actually shocked. Pass. Okay, so, I mean, obviously that doesn't delay them for long. They cycle for a big shark, or sorry, for a 2/2. They Thoughtseize, see that we have a Ruinous Ultimatum, put that in the bin. I assume if they play the Scarab God, it means they have a counter. But we still want to force that out anyway, so. And we have enough mana to kind of enact our plan as well as... Yeah, okay, so they're gonna threaten us with Uro instead. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, and they'll also just take away our last piece. Okay. That's fine. 22 life. Sometimes you just draw the exact same card that they make you discard. Oroskilled. Take the Uro. So we just need to survive, like, 2 more turns? Like, this turn and our opponent's next turn, and I think after that we just win. And it might go even faster than that. This isn't exactly a clock. Although it does... I don't have a plan for what happens if they exile the top of our library. That's actually really bad. Alright, well, let's see if we hit it. Nope, we get a negate. Alright, we might just lose here. We'll see. Like, we could actually lose to just randomness here. So, we need both the Selesnya and Izzet. So, we'll take an Izzet. So, we need at least one of our Selesnya guild gates to survive the exile at the top of library. If we can do that, we win the game. And match number 4. If not, then we're just dead. And we have to go to game 3 to see if we can actually pull this out. Doesn't matter anymore. Exile a card. Okay, we'll exile the Banishing Lights. Not sure what they're hunting for. Okay. That's fine. Have a negate. Alright. Well. Neither of them were Selesnya guild gates. Yep. Oh my goodness. The very next card was a Selesnya guild gate. Not that it matters, because this is 10 guilds, so. Just double checking. Yes? Wow, swept him. So. Yeah, that's no. That's 6 lands. That's better. We've got Simic colors, so we can cast our ramp spells. We'll drop the Banishing Light. I'd rather have the Sweeper than the single target remover. Golgari. Oh no, we don't have Simic. We only have green. Oh no. With no blue, this actually doesn't make it much worse, but all right, another Sultai deck. Yeah, with no blue, this is actually going to be really hard. Yeah, we desperately need to draw into blue here. Oh, elementals! Oh, this is a Yarok deck? Oh, opponent. You have no idea how much I love you. Oh, Panharmonicon as well? Oh, if I have to lose, please let it be to this deck. Oh, this is just too good. Okay, so do I wait? Alright, I'll pass. I'm gonna hope my opponent gets greedy and... Yes, okay. Granted, they get a lot of value out of this, but, like, we do get to kill 2 of their Risen Reefs. Well, my cat just fell out of the litter box, so that's a thing. Alright, he'll explore twice. Okay. So he gets a ton of value out of that. But we at least get to do this back. So hopefully he just doesn't really have too much else going. Granted, look at that hand size. Like, and he's got Panharmonicon on the ground. Like, there's not a whole lot we can do here. Like, we are screwed. We were screwed because I literally saw the land and thought it was a different one. And then they're going to Gonti. They're going to find mostly guild gates. Alright, well, whatever that is, we'll never know unless he casts it. Oh, that's right, he gets 2 cards. Hopefully we get a blue land. Alright. I kind of want to just scoop and go next, if I'm honest. But we won't. We won't. This is a celebration. We don't scoop during celebrations. We're playing it out. These mills are going to hurt. If at any time we get the wrong lands exiled or milled, we just auto-lose because we, like, physically can't win. But this is the match where, like, you know, Ramen Up Excavator is going to be really good. So, we're going to be able to get back the lands that we, once they get back, we're going to be able to play the lands from our graveyard. So we could just draw a bunch. That might be the correct thing to do. Alright, so we'll Guild Summit. We will... Do we want to tap out for this? We don't have to, do we? We could just tap 1. Okay, we draw a card off that. We do that. We draw a card. Growth Spiral. Run the card. Get a Boros Guild Gate. Okay, so this is really just coming down to, like, does the Thief of Sanity hit the wrong thing? Does the Gonti take the wrong combo piece? Like, can we get away with this? I like this deck, though. I like it a lot. Like, Sultai ETB? Yes, please. That's my kind of deck. No Yarok, though. Like, that's a bit unfortunate. Like, yeah, Panharmonicon is, like, technically a better Yarok. But, like... Okay. Have we lost? No. No, we're nowhere near lost yet. Provided the face down cards are fine. Oh, it technically sacrifices twice. That's kind of funny. I mean, obviously the second trigger won't actually happen because it doesn't exist. But technically the sacrifice trigger does occur twice. Well, we can Gates Ablaze. Well, that's just rude. Alright, well, we have a backup if I want to play that. I might just start tutoring Guild Gates, to be honest, though. Alright, burn everything. Orzhov, Boros, Ass. So we've got the Opt. Oh, I should have put down the Maze's End again. That's kind of a punt. Oh, did they kick it? They must have, yeah. They kicked it. They kicked it. Okay. So they're gonna reanimate Gonti, I assume. Risen Reef. Oh, they get two choices. Right. Okay. I mean, we could just blow them up again, but... Ugh. No, because we draw it, so we want... We want to try to steal our own lands before they hit them. I don't think it can hit land. I could read the card, but my zoom feature isn't working for some reason. Windows Magnifier is broken at the moment. Next time I get to activate Maze's End, we'll see what's up with it. Because if they stole the right piece, then we are just actually dead. But as long as there's an out, I'm going to be playing this game. Playing it out. Okay, Circuitous Route. That's one of the cards they stole from us. That's a Simic Guild Gate. Play Maze's End, play Uro. Play, let's see. Do we have an Azorius Guild Gate out already? We do. Okay, so literally doesn't matter which one we play. Wrath of God. Kind of just giving them the opportunity to, like, do it again, but... See what happens here. Oh! Oh no. Oh, the recursion's killing us. Yeah, we're gonna need Graveyard Hate. We're gonna need a lot of stuff, really. Round up Excavator, just in case we get milled. The Exile phase down, though, is gonna kill us if this can actually target... Can this target lands? Or does it have to be a non-land? It probably is non-land. Nope, exile one of them. Okay. Alright. Well, Gonti can literally just pick off one of our... Like, if he picks off the right gate, we physically can't win, eventually. I love this board's music, by the way. This is so good. There's Yarok. Alright. Faith restored. Opponent's running low on cards. If we just, like, board wipe them another time or two, they might just deck themselves. That's not really a very good win condition for us, though. A Ruinous Ultimatum here would be fantastic. Ooh. What was I just saying? Bye! No, I would not like to tap anything. I would like to... Maze's End. Is it? Replay Maze's End. Hello? There we go. Game locked up there for a second. My goodness. Two Thieves of Sanity. Thief of Sanity, one of the most aptly named cards in Magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So... I think we just win. So, Orzhov, Boros, Simic, Izzet, Dimir, Azorius, Rakdos, Gruul. We're missing Selesnya. That's a lot of Thief of Sanities. Okay, so all we need is the Selesnya Guildgate. Boom! Ha 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 ha! Okay, alright, opponent. Alright, we're up 1. We're up 1. So, oh my goodness, this deck. Alright, we want Essence Scatter. We want Disdainful Stroke. We want Wilt. We want, like, 1 Ramanop Excavator, I think. And then, like, 2 Soul Guide Lanterns. That's a lot in. We gotta take out 9 cards, but I think this is worth it. So... the Ruinous Ultimatum turned out to be super good. Like, they have the ability to go really wide. We'll go down, like, a Guild Summit. We'll go down, like, 2 Banishing Lights. Go down a Growth Spiral. We'll go down an Uro. Go down a Wrath of God. Huh. Yeah, now at this point, things get a little bit... Go down a Circuitous Route. I mean, Ruinous Ultimatum was good, but at the same time, like, it had the potential to really just kind of backfire on us. Go down 1 Ruinous Ultimatum. Oh, no, we have 1 more card to cut. Oh, go down 1 Opt. I mean, I say it's match point for us. Opponent has to win 2 in a row in order to deal with us. So, ooh, I mean, we got to be able to draw a 3rd land, but I do think this is good. We got blue, we got green, we got red. Keeping it. I feel like it was probably too risky not to keep it. We only need to get a 3rd land by, like, turn 4. Alright, opponent is on the discard plan. That is not necessarily how to beat us. At least I don't think it is. Gonna hold on to the Soul Guide Lantern because of the ETB. I want something in the graveyard to take out. Plaza of Harmony would not be bad here. I don't mind board wiping this with the Gates Ablaze. Alright, we don't hit it, but we do get a third land, so that's fine. We can either Uro next turn, or we can Gates Ablaze, depending on how we're feeling. Well, that's going to be a Gates Ablaze. Simic Guildgate, Gates Ablaze, 4 damage to everything. Now, opponent doesn't have the Panharmonicon out just yet. Oh. Well, it's a good thing we brought the Wilts in. Because that will actually just plain stop us entirely. So, if there's enough of those, we might actually... That could just kill us entirely. Which is not good. Now the question is, do we just... We'll burn away the Thief of Sanity. We'll pick off the Gonti in the graveyard. We'll pass. Now the question is, how many Sorceress Spyglasses can they possibly have? Because we don't have Recursion, and I only have 4 cards currently in the deck that can actually answer that once it's on the battlefield. So we either need to kill this person with damage, which just doesn't happen, or we do things like Banishing Light. Do we draw cards, or do we ramp? No, we'll draw cards. Auto pay. Tap both. Okay. So, we have 2 Wilts. We have Banishing Light. So we have ways of dealing with... this player, but we don't have... The margins are slim. It depends on how many Sorceress Spyglasses they sideboarded in against us. That was a really good sideboard. That's the first, like, truly good sideboard I've seen against our deck. Like, that actually stops our win condition. Okay, they're doubling up. They've got at least 2 of them, and they're calling them both. At least I assume they're calling them both. They might call it against Soul Guide Lantern, in which case, great, because that means that's one less thing we have to get rid of in order to win the game. Oh, man. Suddenly, like, there actually is a point where I'm like, I'm not sure if we win this. So. Nope, they're doubling up. They're making sure we can't get through them, so. That said, it's not like that's a foolproof plan. We can get through it. We just need a little bit of time. This keeps 2 mana available. We'll take Azurius and Orzhov. This gives us white mana. So next turn we'll have Wrath of God mana available. We won't necessarily be able to cast it because we don't have it in hand. We do have an Essence Scatter. They know about one of them. They don't know about the second one. So if they try to Gonti us here, we do have an Essence Scatter for it. Yeah. I had to think about that one for a second, if I wanted to counter it or not, and I don't think. Like, yeah, they're gonna draw and like potentially get another land, but like we're not trying to kill them with damage anyway. I'm not gonna Essence Scatter that, that'd be silly. I mean, we could drop an Uro. It's probably the best thing to do. Just drop the Uro. The Guild Summit, I guess, could have been another good call. I don't want to use the Soul Guide Lantern to draw a card. Just okay. Well, we'll drop the other Guild Summit here. We do really want to find. Well, we need to find our Wilt for one. But we also want to find a board wipe here. That is a board wipe. That is quite the board wipe, which actually, that will actually let us win the game again, too. So that's actually super good. So we'll play the Rakdos Guildgate. Okay, well, we get that. That's not really what we wanted. Escape Uro. Thanks to the rats. Okay, that's a board wipe. Like, we'll lose our Uro, but I don't even care about that. Yeah, we're gonna drop a card here. We'll drop... We'll drop an Essence Scatter. We have backup. We can't cast it this turn anyway. They probably don't attack. But if they do, that's fine. And then I should be able to attack... Get the trigger. Alright, so we will play... Oh, no, we don't... No, we actually don't need to play either of these, right? Yeah, okay. So damage goes through. Ruinous Ultimatum occurs. We get rid of both Sorceress Spyglasses, which allows us to now win the game again. Yeah, we can Uro. So we'll keep the one that was escaped. And pass. We finally got our Wilt as well. Wow, the one of Ruinous Ultimatum was the thing that actually, like, brought us back into the game again. That's too funny. This is a lot of timeouts being used. I think our opponent might have just ran off, crying in the corner. Sad that their really sweet Panharmonicon deck is, getting trashed by Gates. Of all things. Alright. Back to us. So we still need to find Maze's End. Don't need the Selesnya Guildgate. Don't need that either, really. Well, not how I wanted it to end. But I think it's gonna be that way. So we'll discard 2 cards. We discard 2 cards, so we'll discard, I guess, Gates Ablaze as well. I think the board wipe at this point is probably unnecessary. This is the first time we've been in this position where we just, like, win naturally with combat damage. Every other game, we won it with Maze's End, and Maze's End alone. So, like, I think this is the first game I've ever attacked in. I don't think I actually went to combat, like, against anybody else. Jarl. Well, there we go.